Maybe you've guessed what I want to talk about, but this is gonna be a superfoods series, and it's kale that I want to talk about. Kale is this green leafy plant that you've been seeing on this short video, and kale is actually, it's one of the best greens that you can find. It's very easy to grow, and it's much better than most other greens that you normally consume. So if you can get more kale, that's what you should. There's many different varieties. You've seen now two different varieties that I have here. And it's a plant that's related to cabbage, to cauliflower, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, and it's actually very rich in antioxidants, in different phytonutrients like bioflavonoids and carotenes. Very rich in vitamin A, which is good for the vision, for the skin. It has lutein. And vitamin C, great for the immune system, for metabolism. It has a B complex and vitamin K. Kale is actually known for vitamin K, which is very important for our bone health and our neuronal balance. It actually protects us from cancer and prevents blood clotting. So this kale is very rich. It has magnesium, calcium, potassium. So this controls the heart rate, our blood pressure. And consuming kale is great as a detox because it works straight with the liver. So it helps us detox our liver. And it's great for hemoglobin because of it's also very rich in iron, which is great for cellular oxygenation as well. And when we consume kale, it has I would recommend that you take away the stem, okay? Because the stem can be very tough, very hard, very bitter. So if you're not used to eating greens, a good thing to do would be to remove that stem before you eat it. And I was talking about iron. It actually has more iron than beef. It's known as the queen of greens because all these properties, and it has anti-inflammatory properties. So it's very good. But you should avoid consuming kale if you, for example, if you're taking drugs like blood thinners. Okay, so if you're on some kind of anticoagulant medicine, it's better not to consume kale because this vitamin K interferes with this type of drugs. So there's some occasions where you shouldn't consume kale. It could affect your thyroids also. So if you have some thyroid problem, you should really check on what kind of problem you have. It can also interfere with the absorption, with the calcium absorption. So, if you should be a little careful. But in general, kale is great. It actually plays a major role in how estrogen is metabolized in your body. That means that it protects against breast cancer. And the best thing I recommend to consume it raw. Raw is very good, especially to prevent cancer. But then there's some studies that show that when you consume it steamed, that it's very good for cholesterol because it has lots of fiber. So either raw or steamed, but you shouldn't boil it or deep fry it because then it would lose all its enzymes. So that's kind of a little bit about kale. I hope you enjoyed this video, and please comment and I'll get back to you. Enjoy your greens.